23 सप्टेंबर 1803 रोजी जालना जिल्ह्यातील आसाई गावात द्वितीय मराठा-इंग्रज युद्ध झाले होते. या युद्धामध्ये मराठ्यांचा पराभव झाला होता. आसाई गावामध्ये इंग्रजांचं एक स्मारक असून त्या स्मारकाला अभिवादन करण्यासाठी दरवर्षी इंग्लंडमधून काही नागरिक त्या ठिकाणी येत असतात. अशाच काही ब्रिटिश नागरिकांनी काल आसाई गावाला भेट दिली आणि तेथील तुळशीदास इंगळे या शेतकऱ्याशी त्यांनी संवाद साधला. आजही इंग्रज लोक त्यांच्या स्मारकाला भेट देण्यासाठी, त्यांच्या पूर्वजांच्या स्मारकाला भेट देण्यासाठी आसाई येथे येत असतात. पाहू त्यांचं आपण संभाषण. मराठा टीव्ही पाहायला विसरू नका.
He's had his reconnaissance force forward and is expecting Wellington to ask for a counterstroke of some sort, but not expecting it to be simply cavalry. He was expecting other infantry to follow him. There we are. He's waiting, he's quivering to have a go at the enemy, and Wellington says to him, "Can you charge?" He said, "Oh yeah, I can charge." He said, "You better, because if you don't, we're lost. We're completely lost." Interesting that Wellington, I mean, clearly we only have reports of that's come through from Wellington, but Wellington is clearly very worried by this stage. So his infantry has been shot at in the front, his infantry has been shot at from behind, he has failed, his right wing has failed to take Asai, which was never part of the scheme of manoeuvre anyway. He intended to topple the infantry and then move back and deal with the village after that. Suddenly, how many guns are in the line, and exactly where the enemy cavalry seems to have gone. There's been a dust up down here earlier on between the 19th Light Dragoons, the two regiments of Madras horse, and some Pindaris, plus some regular Maratha horse down here. But where these enormous numbers of Maratha cavalrymen are, we don't know. Now, it's also hard to know exactly where the village of Asai starts and ends. I will give you some fairly conclusive proof in a moment as to where the village ends, or as far as the British are concerned, where it ends. But nonetheless, please imagine that the village is heavily defended. Now, certainly we know that until fairly recently there was the angle of an earth fort inside the village. I've not been able to find that, and it was just one little remains of the earth fort. There are some pictures of it inside this gentleman's book here, Mr. Miller's book. But how far out of the village the defence is extended, I don't know. We do know that Pullman, come back to him in a moment, Pullman's troops chose the left flank to anchor their left flank here on the village, and that the line of infantry extends firing this way into the remnants of the British infantry, who have similarly wheeled round like this. Now, the village is being detained by the pickets and by the 74th Highland Regiment. Colonel Orrock has got his act together at last. Wellington's directions have been observed, and the fact that I failed to mention earlier on, but at a crucial part of the battle, the 74th move into the side of Asai, the other flank of Asai from where we are here, and are met by such a withering fire from Maratha guns and Maratha infantry that they stagger and they fall back, with only the pickets there to stop them, the formed battalion of pickets who stop them, and the pickets and the 74th form a square somewhere on the other side of Asai.